जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारी। यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे जय जय जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 ताय गौर प्रेमानंद एवं विश्वनाथ परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी स्वरूप प्रभुपाद की जय जो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक स्तोत्र भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य सलदास ठाकुर की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 13, Text 11. We'll recite the text and we'll read the translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and we'll discuss on that. क्वचिच्च शीतातपवात वर्ष प्रतिक्रियां कर्तुमनीश आस्ते क्वचिन्मितो विपन्नं यच्च किञ्चित् विद्वेषमृच्छत्युत्वित्तसाठ्यात् क्वचित् शीतातपवात वर्ष प्रतिक्रियां कर्तुमनीश आस्ते क्वचिन्मितो विपन्नं यच्च किञ्चित् विद्वेषं रक्षत्युत्वित्तसाठ्यात् क्वचिच्च शीतातपवातवर्ष प्रतिक्रियां कर्तुमनीश आस्ते क्वचिन्मितो विपणन् यच्च किञ्चित् विद्वेषं रक्षत्युत वित्तसाठ्यात् क्वचिच्च शीतातपवातवर्ष प्रतिक्रियां कर्तुमनीश आस्ते क्वचिन्मितो विपणन् यच्च किञ्चित् विद्वेषं रक्षत्युत वित्तसाठ्यात् क्वचिच्च शीतातपवातवर्ष प्रतिक्रियां कर्तुमनीश आस्ते क्वचिन्मितो विपणन् यच्च किञ्चित् विद्वेषं रक्षत्युत वित्तसाठ्यात् माताजी क्वचिच्च शीतातपवातवर्ष प्रतिक्रियां कर्तुमनीश आस्ते क्वचिन्मितो विपणन् यच्च किञ्चित् माताजी को so will word to word meaning translate क्वचित sometimes cha also शीत आतपवात varsha a freezing cold scorching heat strong wind and excessive rainfall pratikriyam counteraction kartum to do anisha being unable aste remains in misery kvachit sometime mitah one another vipanan selling yach whatever kinchid a little bit vidvesham mutual enmity richati obtain utah it is so said with the satyat because of cheating one another merely for money. Translation. Sometimes the living entity is busy counteracting the natural disturbance of freezing cold, scorching heat, strong wind, excessive rainfall, and so forth. When he is unable to do so, he becomes very unhappy. Sometimes he is cheated in business transaction one after another. In this way, by cheating, living entities create enmity among themselves. Please read. Sometimes the living entity is busy counteracting the natural disturbances of freezing cold, scorching heat, strong wind, excessive rainfall, and so forth. When he is unable to do so, he becomes very unhappy. Sometimes he is cheated in business transactions one after another. In this way, by cheating, living entities create enmity among themselves. Purport. This is an example of struggle for existence. The attempt to counteract the onslaught of material nature, this creates enmity in society. And consequently, society is filled with envious people. One person is envious of another. And this is the way of material world. The Krishna consciousness movement aims at creating an atmosphere of non-envy. Of course, it is not possible for everyone to become Krishna conscious, But the Krishna consciousness movement can create an exemplary society wherein there is no envy. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपात् श्री गुरुदीनतारणं परमानंदम्। Hare Krishna. Taking the blessings of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis seated here. So we'll discuss on the verse given here, and so that we can understand the the deep impact of the uh, envy in this material world, and which is entangling everyone in this material world. And Shri Radha Madan Mohan ji ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai, so that we can inculcate desire to come out of this vicious uh, problem of this material world. And without that, then we are roaming here with so much of miseries, and without knowing how to get out of this. So here the elaborate discussion is given how the, it's a complete categorically and a complete picture of this material world, giving the example of a merchant entering into a forest fire, uh, because Raja King Rahuguna wanted to understand the deep entangle, means intricacies of this material world, because just knowing that oh problems are there in this material is not enough. We have to know how deep the problem is rooted into it actually. So that's why we this section is very important. We need to go through it again and again, because so many things are repetitive actually, but from different angles are explained. Somewhere some part is explained, somewhere the complete path is explained. Unless we know the complete path, we cannot uh, take the proper solution and have desire to come out of it. We should know where we are heading for actually. So simply removing one problem, we think that oh now problem is it, but the problem is the so many problems are waiting for us actually. Just like here we see that uh, even so we see now the weather is unpredictable weather, sometime rainy, sometime so heat, sometime cold is coming, and also it is not so what is mentioned here. uh, Freezing cold like we don't feel, scorching heat, no. Yes, because little when we some from cold to heat we come over some scorching, and strong wind, excessive rainfall. These are we normally we see, but still whatever we are feeling heat and this, it is also we are not liking so much actually. When we see the storm take place and the big wind blows and the excessive rainfall, which we so many in country also we see so many places flood has come. That is called excessive rainfall. Strong wind. with the wind, so many things are, trees are uprooted and people are get even with the wind, or big buildings got destroyed. Scorching heat means we are unable to bear that heat, that is scorching heat. And also freezing cold we don't experience, because in this, in the Bharatvarsh, we don't have that much of freezing cold, just like we go to Antarctica, and there is a freezing cold when we cannot live actually. So like that, this material world is having, this is Bharatvarsh is called a Samasitoshna Kshetra, equal Shita and Ushna, cold and heat is little bit Samasitoshna actually is there. So we are but we go towards Himalayas, cold much is very much. One side we go to on eastern side, heavy rains. Now these unpredictable things are happening everywhere. We are seeing because of this. People are not taking so much serious about the nature actually. Respecting the nature when we say that. So now the talk is going on, and everyone from the day, the beginning of the day, uh, everyone is looking after their means searching for happiness, searching for pleasure. There are two types of there are various types of pleasure: pleasures of the body or senses, and which is monitored, means which is by mind. So body, mind, and then uh, pleasure of our intelligence, and there is a pleasure of soul. That there are different levels of pleasures are there, but here the description is given about our gross pleasures and the subtle pleasures of mind also is mentioned here. So the pleasures are gross, then have subtle pleasures, then some more subtler. It goes like this actually, pleasures of in the material world. So there, here it is said threefold miseries. This is an example of the struggle for existence, the attempt to counteract the onslaught of material nature. So there are three types of miseries are there explained: Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika. Adhyatmika, which is from our mind and body, is there, Adhyatmika, and Adidevika, which is beyond our control, there, excessive rain, excessive heat, and all this, Adibhautika. So that misery come from one person to another living entity. Interactions of living entity give the pain. So this is there. So miseries are so very difficult to get all the three miseries, because some are beyond our control also. But those which are in our control, I mean, which we can counteract, is that also is very difficult. Our only bone, body, and senses. So we feel from our body the cold, heat, and all these things. So Shitoshna Sukhada, Shitoshna Sukhada, Agamapaino Nitya, Tanstitikshasva Bharata. This is beginning. Tolerance is the primary tolerance is there. Just tolerate this cold, heat, Shitoshna Sukhada, Aga Nitya Tanstitikshasva. This material world, that unless we tolerate, we cannot go for the next level of pleasures, actually understanding what is actually. If one is only is concentrating only our food for belly and all these things, it is a deep ignorance. He doesn't know about there is a much more. This is only preliminary beginning level of our misery is there, just to give the belly. So that's why the human life is different from the animal life, where the human thinks, why I'm suffering here actually? This is the thing is there. So there is a struggle for existence is there. That is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Karshati mamevanso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manasastani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Everyone is struggle for existence is happening. every every living entity wants to be happy, but because of the mind and the five senses, they are making our life more and more troublesome, where we are struggling for existence. We are not living normal living is not happening. Let us forget about the more pleasurable life. So it means every moment there is a there is a misery is there. So, and we also, that's why we see every day come in the morning and see that sansara dava nalalida loka pranaya karunya gana gana tvam. So this material world, sansara dava nala lida loka tranaya karunya ghana ghana. And this is not only ordinary. This davanal is a forest fire. Where from it is being started and where it is going to finish off, we don't know. But its burning is going on in the ashlat, and the six elements are there burning us: lust, greed, um, anger, illusion, pride, envy, making us burn every day. So we are not getting free from, and so, and that is resulting. So here it is said that this creates enmity in society, and consequently society is filled with envious people. So, so everyone wants to be happy, and one sometimes the nature is troubling us, but sometimes the adi bhautika persons are troubling us, so we become envious. Oh, this is the cause of my unhappiness. So this way the enmity develops, and the enmity uh, envelops also, and one person is envious on another, and this is the way of material world. Actually, one has to understand this material world very thoroughly. So what is there? Mutual enmity. What happens? It's in the Bhagavatam also says, apanna sansritim ghoram. This is there. This material world is where the birth and deaths are taking place. Sansritim. Sansritim, when a birth and death taking place. Apanna, entangled. What is there? And ghoram, very densely. It envelops completely, we don't know. Uh, Completely covered envelopes. It says that. And also, and the position of this is the situation of this material world. And what is our position? Prayana alpayusa sabhya kaleyasmin yuge jana manda sumanda manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya upadrita. This is the our situation. This is the material nature. There are two things are there. Prayana, almost all alpayusa, we have little time, our means our lifetime 100 years maximum. And prayanalpasha kale asmin, in this kali yuga, kale asmin yuge jana, almost all living entities are like this. And over and above that, manda sumanda matayo, one is lazy, lazy. Sumanda matayo, he is misguided. Second is lazy, misguided, and unlucky. Three things are there. First of all, material nature, material, this sansara, this world, material world is so miserable, and above all, we are not so much interested in com- coming out of this miseries of the material world. Only superfluous miseries. Okay, if I get the food, I'll be happy. But it will not be, because even after we getting the food, we are not happy, because mind is there. It's a subtle. Is mind is accepting and rejecting. I like, I dislike. I like, I dislike. I accept, reject, reject. Okay, even if I get belly is full, filled, then mind goes for some other things. So its mind is like that. It goes subtler and subtler and subtler, because we have so many impressions of previous sufferings and previous pleasures that we want to have it actually. So these are the impressions are there, and this is called chitta consciousness. is filled with material pleasures and material sufferings there, and we forgot who we are actually, and our uh, pure consciousness is not there. Even that whatever impure consciousness, that we want to remove the suffering and want these pleasures like that, so we are going for that actually. So, and with that, what is happening? Shoka moha bhayapaha, we are lamenting for what has happened. Presently, we are confused, illusioned, and in the for future, we are fearful of what is going to happen. That's why so many people are alluring us, so that you do this, you will be happy. You do this with the hope after hope. This material world is going on, but nobody is becoming happy actually. That one can think I am happy, but uh, they, because people are not truthful actually. If is asked to anyone, are you happy? Oh, I am happy. This is untruthful statement comes from there. And we are entangled in the so many ways. Kala karma gunadhino dehoyam panchabhotika katamanyaastu gopaya sarpagrasto yatha param. We are not entangled in three levels. Kala, time is entangling us, our karma is entangling, kala karma, and our guna, goodness, passion, and ignorance, all are entangling us actually. Dehoyam pancha bhautika, these five element in our body are there. So we are entangled. To come out of this, not so easy actually. And and because of, and we are born with four defects also. There's another problem, and because of these defects, Brahma Pramada Karnapatava Vipralipsa. Brahma, any illusion. Pramad means tendency to make mistake. To err is a human mistake. Pramad, Karnapatva, our senses are imperfect. Vipralipsa, we have cheating tendency actually. This is there either mentioned here. Here. So one person is another, and this way matter. The Krishna atmosphere, of course, not possible for, but Krishna conscious movement. Envy means it develops. The product of envy is their cheating mentality, that sometimes is cheated in business transactions, one after another. In this way, by cheating, living entities create enmity among themselves. By cheating, you see, oh, everyone says that they are doing welfare for others, but they first want their happiness only. Nobody is actually truthful unless one is Krishna conscious. That's all. One is not Krishna consciousness, he is have inner somewhere desire, cheating desires are there actually. It's mentioned that the Krishna conscious movement is aims at creating an atmosphere of non-envy. But when we come to practice Krishna conscious, there also we come with cheating mentality. So just like, even if we are not pure, we show that we are pure. And you are, and we want to prove something. What we are going to prove? Actually, we have to improve. We have to come out of the envy. There is nothing to prove that that I have done something better. Already we are condemned actually completely. Then there is nothing to proving actually in this. So there, that's why it is said, Nate vidu swartha gatimi Vishnu. We don't know what is our real selfishness. Swartha. Swartha means what we want actually. No. And our real swartha is, we have to have our relationship with Vishnu, is that our real selfishness actually. And what has happened? Durasayo bahi arthamanina. And because we take shelter of so many different things, with not taking the shelter of Vishnu actually. Andha yatha ande upaniyamana. And then we follow one blind person and guiding another, and following they are they are Isatantram Urdam Nibaddha. And this Isatantram, the laws of material natures are so intricate, and very strong. Damni cords with the three modes of Kala, Karma, Guna, entangling us actually. So what is the root? Where, if we, even if we explain all the problem also, but we don't know where to start, where to end actually. So much problem is there actually in this material world. So sometimes people will you, okay, you take food, you will be happy. But where is the end of it? Because mind is again creating so many ideas. These ideas are giving us problem. Oh, you have become happy. Now you can become more happy, and like that your mind can take us to, now you become the Lord also. Up to that level, mind can take us. This is called the contaminated consciousness. We become rebellious of the Lord actually. That is why this the complete picture, if we go through this also, we can understand. But the summarized way is our Jamunacharji explained nicely in the Stotratnam. Where is the root of this problem actually? Amaryada kshudra चलमति असूया प्रसवभू कृतघ्नो दुर्मानी स्मर पर बसो वंचन पर निशंस पापिष्ट कथमहमितो दुख जलदे अपार उत्तीर्ण तव परिचरेयम चरणयो. What is it? Where is the beginning of this problem? Where is the root of this problem? Amaryada. That Maryada we are not. There is, because for in this material world there is some what is called etiquettes are there, or the purpose for which purpose is to be known clearly, that we are human. So what is the purpose of life? True purpose of life is called Maryada. We have to be in that limit only. If we cross that limit, we become amaryada. Maryada ullanghana, Maryada Vyatikrama, these types of words comes in Bhagavatam. Maryada Ullangana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you have done Maryada Ullangan, you have to do Maryada Palan, then do Maryada Rakshan, Maryada Sthapan. That is what is the purpose of human life. We have violated already the laws of nature many lifetimes actually. And the beginning has happened, what happened? We violated with the Lord itself actually. There is our we are meant to serve the Lord. Jivere Swarupo Krishna Nitya Das. That's all. Our purpose is made there. For that purpose, we have given the freedom also. Free choice. Free will. It's a proper use or improper use is there. Actually. If we do improper use, that means Maryada Ullangana. Amaryada. What happens, Amaryada? Shudra. Our fall down begins. Shudra, Amaryada, Shudra, Chalamati. Mati means flickering mentality comes in actually. Flickering mental. Mind is very flickering. One moment wants, I like this, I don't like this. Next moment, what I like, I don't like, and what I don't like, I like it. This is the flickering mentality. Chalamati, chalamati. This is called fruitive mentality, which want, oh, I if I want to eat so much, and I eat so much. After some time, I don't want. But after some time, I want. This is a flickering mentality. Like these pleasures are there. So, but unending, there is no end for it actually, flickering mentality. And we go for that mind after mind, no, chalamati. What will happen? Asuya, we develop envy. That's why uh, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, you are anasuya way. That's why I'm telling you, you don't dislike me, you like me actually. We have to become anasuya. That is the first primary goal of our life. But how to do is there. But unless we keep that, I want to be free from envy, this is there actual there. But the Krishna conscious movement can create an exemplary society wherein there is no envy. If that is the purpose of Krishna consciousness. If you are not focusing for that, then we may be doing so much or so many things, but will not get free from that. Is a focus should be there. I want to be free from envy. Not easy, that's right. But so what is the, already I have violated, already I am in envy zone, and we have to move to non-envious zone. So we cannot say, oh, I'm in a very clear zone. No, we are in envious zone. Who has taken birth in Kali Yuga is in envious zone. There are few who are representing a Lord. We cannot assume ourselves, oh, I am now the pure servant of Lord. That is also, assumption should be very reasonable. That should also be there, very clear. So what happens? Amaryada Kshudra Chalamati Asuya. Once it comes, so that how can we check whether I have envy with the Lord? We can check with other person we are dealing with. If I don't dislike this person, that means problem is with Lord, not with that person. That is the assessment procedure is there to given to us. That like comparing with others. Oh, he is more. I'm not feeling good. That is the root of the comparison. Then complaining, oh, he's not good, or this, then comparing, complaining, criticizing, competing, all these are the product of envy. Where there is start? Comparison. This is the comparison too much. When why we are so, we are Krishna's servant, and Krishna is all all powerful, all merciful, all happy, all loving personality, and with that person we are not able to adjust. Where will adjust? You tell. This is the root problem is there. Asuya, Prashababu. What happens? What is the product of Asuya? Kritagno, we become ungrateful. Whatever condition we are there, we have to be grateful to Lord. Then only we can move to next level. Oh Lord, no, is not so good. Means if you are not happy with the present status of our life, then we cannot move forward in our life. Okay, it's Lord, your mercy, whatever you have given. Yes, yeah. Nice. First of all, he has given his human life. For that, we have to be grateful. If you are not grateful, then we are in, already we are in non-envious. We cannot move from non-envious to envious zone to non-envious zone. We cannot move. There is no chance actually. Gratitude is must for beginning our life. Kritagno means ungrateful. The product of envy, with not liking Lord, is ungrateful. Durmani, I want respect. Demanding respect is another product, deeper. It is going deeper and deeper. How the envy is taking us in the deeply. Durmani, Prasavabu. Then what happens? Prasavabu, Durmani, Asuya, Prasavu, Kritagno, Durmani, Smara Paravasa. We become the slave of our senses. Our senses will become now driving us actually, slave us. Smara parasa, vanchana para. The mind come behind that cheating. Vanchana para means deceitful way. We want to fulfill our desires. Who by hook or by crook. We want to be happy here. Smara para vasa, vanchana para. We can go to any extent, nisansa, cruelty. Then we can, that is called hook or crook. By killing also we want to be happy actually. Papista, we can go to any extent to do any sinful activity. Papista, Kathamaham dukkha jalade. I am completely drowned in the miserable sansara. Lord, how can I come out of the Kathamaham dukkha jalade? Apara, it's also not so. It is a complete, everywhere it is like complete spread over completely. Uttirna, how to come cross over this. Smara apara uttinas tava parichit. That's why, Lord, I am helpless, Lord. I'm taking your shelter of your lotus. Please take us out of this sansara actually. There is no other way unless we take shelter of the Lord. There is no other way. No other way, no other way actually. And taking shelter of the Lord means taking shelter of the Lord and his pure representative. Actually, so it is impossible to get rid of this cheating mentality which is born out of envy. On our own, we cannot. We need mercy. We need mercy. Mercy of the holy name, mercy of the pure representative of the Lord, mercy of the Lord, mercy of the parampara. Everywhere we are not mercy product, we are mercy product. Mercy means what I like. Oh, what I like, then I will be drawn completely. No. What Krishna wants from us, that is the way we have to live actually. Raga dvesa vimuktestu vishayan indriyaschanan atmavashya videya atma prasadam adhigacchati. We have to get free from raga and dvesa, attachment and aversion. Raga dvesa vimuktestu, completely free from raga visaya na indriyascharan. We should not go after the sense objects, and visaya na indriyascharan. बोलते ना घास चरने को जा रहे हैं, चरने को नहीं जाने का है. We have to go after fulfilling our desires of senses. न इंद्रियश्चरण आत्मवश्य. We have to be self-control. Videya atma, follow some regulative principles. Human life is following regulative principles. Prasadam adhikachit, then we'll get some mercy. ब्रह्मांड भ्रमिते कौन भाग्यवान जीव गुरु कृष्ण प्रसादे पाए भक्ति लता बीच. Only rare person will get that prasada, not everyone. So when we are practicing Krishna conscious, we have to think that we have come in a rare, what is called, place. It is very rare. It is very rare. We should not take it very lightly, because we can create problem after coming out here also, because our mentality is cheating mentality, envious mentality. The mentality is very, very dangerous. This is a mentality become that we first become ours to Lord. We have separatist mentality. We have come with separatist mentality, which make us fall down. Because that fruitive mentality drive us now, become doership mentality, then envious mentality, then self-centered mentality, then prideful mentality, then our selfish mentality, then cheating mentality, cruel mentality, rebellious mentality. We can go to any extent. Mentality is very dangerous. So this Krishna conscious movement is to remove our this corrupted mentality. All these are corruption happened in our mentality. At present, we forgot our true identity and truthful utility of our freedom, which is tiny freedom given to us to use for proper way. We have forgot our relationship, that we forgot our purpose of the life also actually. So we cannot always be beat upon problem. Oh, this problem. What is the, we have to look for solutions actually. Without root solutions, we cannot. Then superfluous working will not help us actually. Krishna conscious movement is no envy. That's the purpose of Krishna consciousness. So to remind us, who lost in the dense forest. The story started with a merchant going into forest. Forest is a dense forest. Sansara davanala. The sansara is a forest actually. So, material world, and looking for happiness. And so, or looking for permanent happiness in the temporary world. This is our situation is there. We want, what is that? I am permanently settling here. Where is the question of permanent settling? Temporary, we have to, then we have to go out of this. There is no permanent settlement here actually. So, and and there we are happiness, and that's why how to get permanent happiness in this temporary world. So otherwise all futile effort at the end, oh, I will not get anything actually. So that's why mercifully Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given us the easiest, simplest, tested, practical solution. Very easy, very simple, and tested also. Many people have taken the benefit of this also, and practical also, which can we do. So this approach has taken Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam kevalam kalau nastaiva, nastaiva, nastaiva gatir anyatha. So this is the way we can. So, but chanting with attentiveness. That is where the thing is there, and removing our this relationship, because we have to look for our constitutional relationship, that is which we have completely uh, destroyed, means not destroyed, we have actually neglected that part actually. So, and our constitutional identity, constitutional duties, two things you have to remember, then we can move forward. And by the mercy of Nam Prabhu, Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar, because Lord knows, if I, even if I come personally, because the person will envy me, that's why now Lord is not coming personally in this material world. When we chant, then Lord is now he is improving, then Lord can come face to face also to us. In the name Nam Prabhu will appear before us. Kalo Sudra Sambhava. So invisible, because Nam Prabhu invisible. Uh, so so this is called swiftly moving out of this material world, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now I'll conclude here. Today is the Diwali day. So so we know how the Lord removes all our unwanted things in our heart. Those who are duskritino, they um, Lord punish them, and that's why Lord returned to Ayodhya, and there was the Diwali festival. Everyone celebrated. Another is Damodar Lila. There we see Namastestu Damne Spuradipti Damne. He Damne. One Damne is the Triguna tying us here. Another Damne with Lord, that when we uh, devotional or lovingly serve Lord, Lord Himself get bind. And otherwise, we are always in binding situation. Damne, and and which even the Brahma, Namastestu Damne Spuradipti Damne Tadiyo Dharayata Viswasya Damne Namo Radhikaye Tvadiya Priyaye Namo Nantalivaye Devaya Tubhyam. So even Lord Brahma cannot understand is he is created by his damna, means his navel, and his tie, that rope is tied. So now we are tied with another rope, that is the of Kala, Karma, Guna is there. So, but the solution also given in Bhagavad Gita. Today we can take this inspiration of today's Diwali day. What is? Tesamevanukampartam aham ajnanajam tama nasayamyatma bhavasto jnana deepena bhaswata. Krishna Surya sama maya andhakar, jahan Krishna wahan nahi maya radhikar. In this word, verse, Lord Krishna speaks about his divine grace, his mercy, glance, and his role in dispelling the ignorance of those who seek him. He removes the darkness of ignorance from their hearts by imparting the light of wisdom. So, this Diwali is a reminder that we should take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna's lotus feet, and by taking so, the light of knowledge, wisdom, and divinity can dispel all forms of darkness in our life, bringing clarity of our life, understanding, and success of this human form of life. Happy Diwali. Hare Krishna. Please forgive me for anything token. So we can take this inspiration and we can live happily. Thank you. Any questions, any comments, any remarks? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।